G'day everyone, I am the man called Kemosabe, the man with the plan from the land down under, and just a quick thought about these panels here. So, Marvel's trying to silence the dissenter, the long-term fans and traditionalists who insist that Steve Rogers is Captain America, the one and only, accept no substitute. I myself am one of those people. Sam Wilson will never be Captain America to me, so this pandering doesn't change my mind, neither does appealing from authority, because we are the gatekeepers of Marvel's lore now, not them. They've abandoned so much of it that they no longer have the right to say what's real and what's not. Cap says, how about we're both Captain America? No adjectives, just two Captain Americas. Sam agrees, and they fist bump in front of the Statue of Liberty because Marvel wouldn't know subtle if it ran over them with a Pride Parade float. These panels show how desperate they are to maintain the Sam is Captain America idea, and how they are now stuck in a trap of their own creation, unable to rescind that change. They can't un-Captain America-fy Sam because that will be seen as demoting, devaluing, and depowering a black man. It'll also be seen as a win for the MAGA Nazi chuds, you know, regular comic fans who don't want to pay $4.99 for 22 pages of critical race theory and woke socialist agenda. There is a long tradition of Hero B replacing Hero A while Hero A is dead or incapacitated. No one complains about Rhodey being Iron Man because it was handled with class, it was organic and it made sense. Also, Rhodey often struggled with the idea that he was impersonating Tony as Iron Man. The same sort of doubts Eric Marston had when he was filling in for Thor. Sam being Captain America doesn't make as much sense because he doesn't have the power and skills of Cap. He can't do what Cap does. In the MCUs, they had to give him Uzis and body armor because they realized I can fly and nothing else is a shit superpower on the screen. Sam should have stayed Falcon, but he didn't. He was chosen to inherit the shield and Cap's name. And that would have been okay if he'd handed it back when Cap returned, but he didn't. And this led to this weird situation where you have two characters with the same name running around, to the point that they were using adjectives to tell them apart. It's all semantics anyway. Do other heroes call Sam Captain America in battle, or do they call him Sam? Most people call Captain America Cap or Steve. Keeping Sam as Captain America serves no story purpose. It's only there to support a deliberate agenda, to dilute who Cap really is, what he stands for, and the way he inspires people, both in comics and in real life. More heinously, though, is what this actually says about Marvel's mentality here. They don't believe that Sam as Falcon is as valuable or legitimate as Sam as Captain America. They're keeping score. To them, any OG black character is worth less than one who's usurped a white man's mantle. At the same time, if you go buy an Avengers pencil case for your kid, it's Steve Rogers on the art. Sam doesn't count when it comes to merchandising either, it seems. They've spent all this time building Sam up in the MCU, and he's been a character in the comics since the late 60s. But Marvel only sees him as worthwhile when they can use him as a token, a black face they can plaster across the page. It's insulting to black fans, to longtime fans of any colour, it's insulting to Falcon's creators, and it's insulting to Captain America and his legacy, and the legacy of every creator that worked on these characters.